Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack financial secrets and bring them to light for everyone to understand. Today we are diving into a current report from Eagle Financial Services Incorporated, and let me tell you there is a little hint of something brewing in their latest filing that might make you want to pay attention. Before we get into the juicy details, make sure you're subscribed for more insights like this and join our growing community on Discord. The link is in the description below. Eagle Financial Services Incorporated is a Virginia-based company, and as of the 23rd of October 2025, they have released some important updates about their recent performance. Now, while this is a current report detailing recent events more than a deep dive into quarterly financials, it does give us a snapshot of what is going on. So, what is registered by Eagle Financial Services Incorporated? Well, they have their common stock trading under the symbol EFSI on the Nasdaq stock market LLC. This means that if you own a piece of this company, you are part of a publicly traded entity whose performance is watched by many. The most significant piece of information in this report kicks off with item 2.02. This section tells us that on the 23rd of October 2025, the company issued a press release to announce their results for the quarter that ended on the 30th of September 2025. This is crucial because it is the company's official word on how they did financially. Now, what is really interesting is that the full press release detailing their third quarter results is attached to this report as Exhibit 99.1. This report specifically references that the press release is where you'll find the details about their financial condition and operations for that period. They also announced that they will be hosting a conference call with investors and analysts on the 24th of October 2025 to discuss these very results. This tells us they are proactive in communicating their performance and are ready to answer tough questions from the financial world. Then we get to item 7.01, which is about their Regulation FD disclosure. Regulation FD, also known as fair disclosure, is all about making sure that when a public company shares important information, it's shared with everyone at the same time, not just selectively to big investors. This section usually points to additional information being released. And here it is. Exhibit 99.2 is the earnings presentation. This is often a visual summary of the financial results and strategies presented to investors and analysts. It is like the Cliff's Notes for their financial performance and future outlook, and it is important because it's designed to be easy to digest. They are essentially providing more context and a streamlined view of their performance and future plans, which is a good sign they want investors to understand their story. Now, this part is a bit technical, but it's important. It states that the information being provided in these sections is considered furnished, not filed. What this means is that while they are giving you the information, they are putting a bit of distance between it and the more formal filings. This is a common practice to manage liability under certain securities laws. It is basically a way of saying, here is the info, but don't hold us to every single word as if it was part of a permanent official record, unless it is specifically incorporated elsewhere. This next bit is a standard but super important heads up known as a cautionary note about forward-looking statements. This is where companies tell you that some of the things they say in their reports might be about the future. These statements are based on current expectations and projections, but because the future is uncertain, actual results could be very different. They use words like expect, may, could, intend, project, estimate, believe, or anticipate. It is their way of saying, we think this will happen, but remember things can change, and what we say now might not be exactly how things turn out. It's a crucial reminder for investors to be realistic and not solely rely on these projections. As for the exhibits, the most significant ones here are Exhibit 99.1, which is the press release detailing the quarterly results, dated the 23rd of October 2025, and Exhibit 99.2, which is the investor presentation. These are the documents that contain the actual numbers and narrative they want the public to see regarding their third quarter performance. Finally, the filing is signed by Kathleen J. Chappell, who holds the position of Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. This signifies that the company's top financial executive has reviewed and approved the contents of this report. So what is the big story here? Well, this filing doesn't contain detailed financial tables within itself. So much of the deep dive into the numbers would be in those attached exhibits, the press release and the investor presentation, which we don't have direct access to in this text. However, the very fact that they are filing a current report with press releases and an investor presentation as exhibits on the 23rd of October 2025 indicates that they are actively reporting on their third quarter 2025 results. This suggests they are comfortable with their performance and ready to share it with the market. The inclusion of a cautionary note about forward Looking statements is standard for any company discussing future expectations, and it highlights the inherent risks in the financial industry. The filing is structured to provide timely updates on operational and financial status, which is exactly what a current report is for. In my opinion, Eagle Financial Services Incorporated seems to be following standard corporate reporting practices. They are communicating their quarterly results and strategy through clearly marked exhibits and are being transparent about the forward-looking nature of some of their statements. The key to understanding their true performance would lie in analysing the content of those attached press release and investor presentation, without seeing those specific numbers and forward. Looking strategy details, it is hard to give a definitive assessment of strengths or weaknesses. However, the proactive communication and adherence to regulatory requirements are positive signs. The company's direction will be best assessed by closely watching their upcoming earnings calls and investor interactions, where the details of their performance and strategic plans will be elaborated. Alright, that is our quick decode of this Eagle Financial Services Incorporated filing. What do you think about their approach to reporting their quarterly results? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps us out, and subscribe for more corporate insights. And don't forget to join our Discord community for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.